Scoil Mhuire was founded in 2013 as a result of the amalgamation of St Mary's Boys' School and the Maris Girls' School here in Carrick-on-Shannon. And almost immediately we put in an application with the department for a new school, for a two-campus school as it was, and has remained since then. Our enrolment has doubled almost. We have 34 nationalities in the school. We have 6 substandard classrooms, very cramped conditions throughout the school, an inadequate staff room, PE facilities, car parking facilities, and then of course our drop-off really hits a very congested traffic time in the town, and parents often have a 2-point drop-off as they're dropping their children off in the morning. So all these things add up to a breach of every kind of health and safety regulation that is known to schools, and it puts an incredible strain on teaching staff and parents and the school in general. A new school is essential at the moment. It's a need, a very deep need, and something that we've been campaigning for strenuously now, particularly for the last 3 years.
And a report was carried out, and that did suggest that, it was a damning report, really.
It was a damning report. A technical report was carried out by the DES in 2019, and we had meetings with the Minister, and a technical report followed. It was very damning and really stated that the school was not fit for purpose. Now, the department did offer some help in that they provided prefabs, but prefabs are not the long-term solution to any school. Also, we had some work done on the roof, which did stop some of the very distressing mould, really, for parents that was coming through from the dampness on the roof. So they have offered some help, but again, a new school is needed. The two-campus scenario is incredibly unsatisfactory for any fit educational purpose today.
I went to the school myself a number of years ago. We won't say how many years. And the thing about it is, it hasn't changed. There were issues then, and there are still issues today. So some of the main issues are that since the amalgamation of the two campuses in 2013, we've doubled in size. So there's serious overcrowding issues here. The buildings are very old, dating back to them 1953 and 1963. And they have a lot of kind of structural and health and safety issues surrounding the buildings. So that's only probably the start of the problems. The teachers here are doing incredible work, but they're working in really difficult conditions. If you look behind us here, there's an SEN room in the corridor, a number of SEN rooms. So some of our most vulnerable children who have, learning issues or whatever, special needs, are being looked after in, cramped conditions, cupboards, corridors, out in the yard if needs be. The building is very cold, it's damp. There are issues with mould. All of these issues have been pointed out in a technical report by the Department of Education a couple of years ago. So, not only are we saying it, it's not anecdotal from us, there's actually evidence from the Department of Education as to all of the issues within Scoil Mhuire.
What's it like, I suppose, having two campuses? Because that must be difficult on parents. There's 2 drop-off points. There's 2 schools, effectively, really.
Yeah. Well, they're probably... It probably doesn't feel as united as it should because they're not all in one place. There's not one common assembly room where everybody can gather. There's no space in either campus where all the students can fit. But aside from that, for parents, it means 2 drop-offs in the mornings, so double the amount of traffic. It means siblings and families are split up. They're on different campuses. It just means there's a kind of lack of cohesion. And then there are also the health and safety concerns with children moving between the campuses. There's a main road between the 2 campuses as well.
If you could speak directly with Minister Norma Foley, what would you say to her?
I would say to her, we are living in a country that has so much privilege and is allegedly awash with capital investment money coming. Why is it not being spent on our children, on our future? We need a 24 classroom school, and we need it yesterday. So why we need it on a single site, somewhere near the town or on the outskirts of the town, in an educational campus kind of area, near the sports facilities, near other schools. It's the least that our children deserve.
This prefab was built in 1978 and it's still functioning today. To access it, we have to pass through an outdoor corridor here, right around to the door of the prefab. And here we have second class in very cramped conditions, in a very old prefab. that Miss Owens has turned into an educational wonderland here. As well as our cramped classrooms, this is the staff room for Campus 1, and 25 teachers have their little lunch break and their main lunch break here every day. Now we have to stagger breaks, of course, because of that, but that means 12, 13 people eating here at lunchtime.